Hi folks, welcome to my channel, The Average Dermadoc. Let's begin the show. Embryology and anatomy of epidermis. Development of skin occurs in three distinct stages. First stage is specification, which occurs in embryonic period, that is until 2 months. Here occurs the process of commitment. Ectoderm will commit to form epidermis under the presence of WENT signaling. Neural crest cells and mesenchymal cells, mainly mesoderm, commits to form dermis. Simple. E for ectoderm, E for epidermis. Mesoderm, dermis. Next stage is morphogenesis. It occurs in early fetal period from 2 months to 5th month. Here, already committed tissues now begins to form their specialized structures like epidermal stratification, epidermal appendages like sebaceous glands, sweat glands, hair, nail, subdivision between dermis, subcutis, and formation of vascular structures. All these will form during morphogenesis. Then the final stage, differentiation. It occurs during late fetal period, 5th month to 9th month. Here, the newly formed specialized tissues in the morphogenesis phase now further develops and assumes their functionally mature forms. Simple. 3 stages. First, specification, nothing but commitment. Morphogenesis means formation. Final stage, differentiation, means formed structures will further develop their functionally mature forms. Coming to milestones. In this embryonic development of epidermis, at 3rd week, there will be a single layer of glycogen-filled germinative or basal cells. They are called as germinative because they have the capacity to divide because of the presence of stem cells. Next, at 6th week, there will be double cell layer. That means an extra layer called peridome will form, protecting the underlying germinative or basal cells from surrounding amniotic fluid until keratinization is done. After keratinization, this peridome will shed off into the amniotic fluid. That's why it is a transient protective layer, periderm. Then 8 to 11 weeks, intermediate cell layer will form. In between these two, periderm and germinative basal layer, intermediate layer will form. And then the cells in this intermediate layer will become more and more, leading to 2 more layers, spinosum and granulosum. Here S for spinosum, G for granulosum. It occurs at 12 to 16 weeks. Then 16 to 26 weeks, this all the formed intermediate cell layers, spinosum, granulosum, all the cells will become thick. Then at 22 to 24 weeks, epidermal keratinization occurs. Once keratinization is done, there is no work with peridome. So, peridome casts off into the amniotic fluid at about 24 weeks. Now, development of epidermis is finished. We will come to anatomy. What is epidermis? Nothing but a keratinized, stratified, squamous epithelium that is terminally differentiated, which renews continuously as there is a germinative layer which is containing stem cells. So, they can renew themselves continuously and forms derivative structures also like sebaceous glands, sweat glands, hair and nail. Coming to cells of epidermis, we have seen derivative structures. Now we will see cells. Epidermis is made up of billions and billions of multiple layers of keratinocytes. So 95% of cells are keratinocytes only, which synthesizes keratin. If it is skin, there will be soft keratin. If it is hair and nails, there will be hard keratin. Rest of the cells are non-keratinocytes, which contributes about only 5%, melanocytes, Merkel cells and Langerhans cells. Keratinocytes progressively move outward from their attachment, that is basement membrane zone, forming several layers. These layers are divided based on their morphological grounds into 5 layers. One is stratum basal, also known as germinatum, containing mitotically active stem cells. It is 1 cell thick, small cuboidal cells with large dark nuclei and organelles in dense cytoplasm like ribosomes, keratin intermediate filament 5, 14 and melanosomes. Here we have seen that keratinocytes are progressively moving outward from their attachment, forming several layers. While moving so, it will form various layers and the cell will become large and flat, losing its nucleus, tendency to lose its nucleus, and various organelle is going to die ultimately. So first it should be small cell, then it should become large. Here you can see small cuboidal cells with nuclei, that is live cell, and also containing various organelles like ribosomes, melanosomes. Keratin intermediate filament 514 is only present in stratum basal. Rest of all the layers which are suprabasal contains keratin 110. Now the immediate next layer, stratum spinosum, also known as prickle cell layer. It is 8 to 10 layers thick. Why it is called spinosum? Because it contains spine-like appearance of cell margin, which represents abundant desmosomes. Because of these desmosomes, they gets this spine-like appearance. They are polyhedral cells with round nucleus. If nucleus is present, still the cells are live in stratum spinosum layer also, containing keratin intermediate filament 1 and 10. As I already told, suprabasal layers all are containing keratin 1 and 10 only. Then immediately next layer, granulosum, which is also called granular layer, 2 to 5 layer thick, flattened cells appearing diamond or rhomboidal in shape. Why these are called granular layer? Because they contain intracellular basophilic keratohyalin granules and lamellar granules, which are also called as Woodland bodies. See, cells are becoming more flatter. Then stratum lucidum, electrolucent layer, 2 to 5 layer thick, flattened anucleate cells. Here the nucleus is completely lost and the cell is now died. They are transitional cells having E-leidin protein, which contributes to the translucency and barrier functioning of palms and soles. Because stratum lucidum is only present in palms and soles. Last and final dead outermost layer of skin is stratum corneum. It has 20 to 25 layers of cornified cells called corneocytes. Largest cells in epidermis. It has reached its topmost layer, outermost layer. So it has reached its peak size, largest cell and flat anucleate cell. It is a dead layer with densely packed keratin intermediate filaments. This packaging of filaments is done by filament aggregate protein, that is filaggrin. Here this cell doesn't contain any cytoplasmic organelle except this keratin intermediate filaments. Completely died cell. These corneocytes are surrounded by lipids released from Woodland bodies. Woodland bodies are present in immediate below layer granulosum. They will produce lipids which comes and surrounds all the corneocytes. Remember the channel name. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hasta la vista. Das vidania.